Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about my 7-day experience doing Gua Sha. So what I would do is every morning I would wake up, I would apply rosehip oil and jojoba oil to my face and my neck and perform the Gua Sha routine. I actually have a video where I show you my Gua Sha routine, so I will link that down below as well. Basically, I just did this for a week and I took before pictures and after pictures so we can go through and talk a little bit more about them. So stay tuned for my results and how I feel about Gua Sha. So we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna just start out with my before pictures, see what my face was looking like, and then go from there. I'm going to be putting my results on the screen here, or my pictures, I guess we could say. So my before pictures, I'm just gonna pull them up on my phone so I can look at them, we can talk about them, and we have the same thing that we're looking at here. So I recently got into Gua Sha because my skin wasn't looking the best. I was researching some skincare techniques and some oils, and then somehow I ended up in the Gua Sha rabbit hole. And someone I follow actually posted the next day about Gua Sha and how she's been doing it for a while and all this stuff. So I was inspired to try it out because she looks super young, super beautiful. Her name is Valeria Lipovetsky. If you don't know her, I'm sure you do. She's a Toronto YouTuber and she just has beautiful skin. So I was like, well, if she does it, then it must be good. So here we are trying it out. Because of pregnancy, my hormones have been a little bit crazy and I have had more acne than I was used to in the past. So I will insert my pictures of the befores. And I took these not expecting to have any results from the Gua Sha. I was just taking these to see the results of my acne and if I could cure it, because I was buying some more other products as well. I actually haven't started using those products religiously, so everything you see in this video is going to be pretty much just the oils that I've been using and the Gua Sha technique. It's not horrible. I know so many other people struggle with such worse acne and this is like nothing, but for me it wasn't what I was used to, so I wanted to try to clear it up. I had some redness on my skin and just like bumps that I didn't really like, and looking back, my skin was looking very dull. It didn't have much life to it and it just wasn't looking as youthful as it used to. So here is day one before Gua Sha. I'm going to show you the picture here. So this is before Gua Sha. My skin, again, looks a little dull. I have some redness, nothing major from the front. You can't really see anything. I mainly took these pictures because I wanted to see if my face looked lifted or more sculpted, anything like that. So there's the before and I'm going to show you the after. Now keep in mind the lighting did change because in between when I did this, obviously the sun comes out, the sun goes away. So in the second picture, the sun was out. However, when comparing the two pictures, if you go back and forth between them, the one thing that I noticed the most is that my lip color is completely different. And I know the lighting did change, but my lips never really look that pink normally. They're more of like in the first picture, like a pinky brown nude color. And in this particular picture of afterwards, my lips look very pink, and I think that's from just getting the circulation flowing and getting the blood moving around and kind of just draining all the bad stuff out and having fresh skin, as well as applying the oils. I don't apply the oils to my lips, however. I really enjoyed the results of day one, so I continued to do it. I didn't think much of it. I didn't really take that many pictures or see much results. In the first day, I didn't see much of like a lift or anything like that, but I did see a difference in my skin tone and the pigmentation, so I was happy with that. And then on Tuesday, I took another picture. So I took a before and an after. I don't see much difference in these photos. Obviously the after, my skin is a lot glowier because I have the oils on. But overall, not much difference. My lips do look a little bit more pink again, and I think a little bit more plump or like full of life. My face definitely has a little bit more color in it. So yeah, nothing major on that day, but just like the same things we saw on the first day. And now we're going to go to today, which was the last day of my Gua Sha. So the before and the after, my face looked a little bit tired this day. My skin, even in the before, I look a little crazy because I just woke up, but even in the before, my skin already has a glow to it, which it didn't in the first picture of like right before I started Gua Sha. And in the after picture, again, obviously my skin has the glow to it because I applied the oils to my skin. So now I'm going to just put on the screen a comparison photo. So the second photo, of course, I tried to make it as similar as the first, and I took it today, the same day that I finished. I pulled my hair up instead of my regular after picture to match the one that I had. First off, I want to say the lighting, of course, is going to be a little bit different, but I will say my lips look larger, and I think that's just from more blood circulation, blood flow. I don't know if they're actually bigger, and I don't know if that is just from doing Gua Sha or if that's from pregnancy. I mean, this was only 7 days apart, so the only thing that changed in my routine was the Gua Sha, so it could be that. But overall, I don't see much difference in the slimming of my face. I think that my face does look a little bit more toned down and it looks a little bit more alive. So again, we have the oils on my skin in the second photo. We have a little bit of redness around my nose, but I also did just finish the Gua Sha, and I always have that. You can see that in the first photo as well. But I feel like my eyebrows are pretty much the same. Just the redness on my skin looks a little less red than it did before. Overall, not much of a difference in how the appearance is. I personally believe that Gua Sha is a technique that takes time to kind of show you the results and mature. So of course it's more preventative right now in the stages that I'm doing it. It's not something that I have wrinkles and I'm trying to reduce the look of them. I'm trying not to get wrinkles and just to have healthy, glowy skin. I definitely think we've achieved the healthy looking skin and the glowy skin, and that is a big help to the oils as well. In my blog, I will link it down below. I talk a little bit more about why the oils are so important, what they do, and why I like to use them on my face. I think the oils definitely have an impact on my results. If you're able to, I would pair the tools with the oils. I'm just going to put a 4-quad picture here of like all of my results. So from day 1, this is like halfway through, and then further on, and then today. I personally see a difference in my skin. I think it's noticeable after probably the second picture. In the third picture in the bottom there with like the headband on, you can't see as much redness in my chin as you can in the other pictures. I had a pimple, it's actually gone. So with doing the Gua Sha, it's going to kind of smooth out those bad areas and push them away and drain them so that it's not sitting in your pores or anything like that. And it kind of purifies your skin at the same time, or at least I found that it did that for me. So I think that there definitely is a difference, and I am pleasantly surprised with it. The area I saw the most difference in was an area that I didn't actually mean to even have before and after pictures of. But when I was looking at my skin, I noticed that the redness of my acne had gone down a lot, and I had a lot less of it. It was less raised. I did get a few little blemishes here and there develop, but overall my skin looks a lot healthier. So I'm going to insert the picture here. So the top part is going to be my befores. So I took this because I was upset about my skin and I wanted to have results like I was telling you. I wanted to see the pictures of how it looked now and what I'm doing, if it's going to change my skin. I didn't actually think that Gua Sha itself would change it, but I was already taking pictures for the before and after of Gua Sha, so I thought, why not take a picture of my skin as well? So I did that, and then the bottom part is going to be the afterwards, obviously, so that's today. Okay, so in the picture, this side here is actually my right. So on the right, in the top picture, I have very prominent red spots. My skin looks, again, dull, not very exciting. And then in the bottom picture, my skin just looks very glowy, rejuvenated. And also, I find that the redness of my pimples is reduced a lot. I do have two little ones up here. I think those just developed on their own, and that's okay because on the other side of the picture you can see a huge difference. And in the top picture I have these spots here again, so these are like my troubled areas. Right beside my ear I have these spots on my face that were really irritated, really red, and were at one point poppable pimples. So in the bottom picture you can see that that whole area has cleared up immensely compared to what it was. I don't have as much acne. I really only have one spot that is like still pretty pink, but the other areas have been brought down a lot. Even on my cheek, you can see that the redness has been reduced and it just looks less painful and less noticeable. So those were some things that I wasn't really expecting to happen with my skin because of Gua Sha, but when I did more research about it, it can actually help reduce the look of your acne because, like I said, it's pulling out the bad and draining it away from your face. So it's taking that and dispersing it as opposed to letting it sit there. So I also, because my skin has been glowy and nice lately, I haven't felt the need to put anything on my face. That's going to reduce the look of my acne a lot as well. Overall, I don't see a huge result in my skin looking lifted, but like I said, I think that's more long term. I just wanted to see the results of doing it for 7 days and the difference that it would make. Definitely let me know down below what you think the biggest difference was, if you were surprised by the results of my acne, or if you think that my face actually does look more lifted in the photos. Definitely let me know. I just wanted to let you guys know about this technique because I have been a fan of it. I've definitely just recently got into it, but I've been loving it. And I think it's a really cool technique that if it can lift your skin or make your skin feel better or look better or just relax you, especially during quarantine, if you want to start having some good habits, I think this is a really nice one to add into your skincare. But you can do it at nighttime, you can do it a few times a week, you can do it whenever you want, whenever you feel like your skin needs a boost. However, I find the best results would be for a time period, and longer term you're gonna get the best results. But overall, super happy. I think that it was a really cool experience to try it out. I'm definitely going to keep doing it, and I will have all my tools and everything linked down below. In my blog, I talk a lot more about kind of the products that I used, why I used them, the tools, and all that stuff. So I will link it down below, but you can check out the blog as well. And if you haven't watched my video on how to actually Gua Sha your face, then I would definitely check that out. If you have done Gua Sha before and you have any recommendations or any suggestions that you think that I should know, since like I said, I am a newbie here, I would definitely love to hear them, so leave them down below. And that is everything. I hope you have an amazing day, week, month, or year. I love you, and remember to always be nice to people. Bye.